I gotta get into it. You know what I mean? Maestro! If you know, you know.
Talking Dirty
with Maestro.
Not just numbers,
Not just stats.
it's about what they mean.
I'm going to send to you the information.
Talking Dirty.
Yo. Welcome to Talking Dirty with your boy. Me. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? This is going to be a different Talking and Riding Dirty with your boy because it needs to be. Let's get this out the way. I'm not going to talk about the coaches that were fired or quit or depending on whose thing you read, whatever. I'm not going to talk about them. Well, I'm going to talk about them a little bit, but not specifically. I want to reach out to the Prepsters that are affected by this. First of all, I'm sorry you're dealing with this. Some of you got coaches already. I think most of you got coaches already, which is good. And build on that. Keep it positive. But here is my take for you. That coach, and I've been a part of these situations, so don't think I'm talking out of school here in a little, or like from the reality of what you're dealing with. The first thing you need to do, and I mean the absolute first thing you need to do, is let it go. That's not going to be easy. The best example I can give of that is I call them my North for a reason. The way that the North handled having no coach for most of their season, they were a very formidable, combative, and competitive team because of the strength of those young men inside the locker room. They found it, they dealt with it, they did it, and they got it done. And that's what I'm going to say for you. Same. Galvanize with your teammates around you, and make this something that's going to work for you. Key to this, and I do mean key to this, is finding your focus of why you're there. What is your goal? Going to the SWU, develop your game to maybe even go SWU and higher, whatever it might be. Like the song says, from prep to pro, baby. Whatever it might be, you need to re-hone in on that focus and keep that your focus and dig in a little bit harder. And by digging a little bit harder, I mean now you need to reach out to your support system. And you have a big one here in SimWorld Prep. Or even SimWorld period, okay? A lot of the coaches here are available. A lot of the other people here are available. You have one of the greatest resources in the universe in Lank, period, in terms of what your options may be. Be candid, be honest. He will be candid and honest back with you. And put yourself in a position to develop yourself by challenging yourself. Don't go to something you think is going to be easy. That's my suggestion. Go to a situation that you know is going to be maybe even more challenging to make your game that much better. Give yourself an opportunity to grow. Too many times I see talented players. They're really good. They go to situations that don't challenge them. They're mega superstars on the team. And then the second they go up against people who have been developing and growing, next thing you know, they wash out. Or they get washed over. Call that how you want to. So despite how tough this is, hang tough, lean on each other, do what you got to do. And we're going to get into some personal specifics here on the other side.
Thank you for listening to the Maestro. Want to get involved? Bring it.
Drop in discord.gg/SimWorld Hoops.
If you have the brain, join as a coach. If you have the game,
join as a player.
see the game, be the game.
game.
Now, back to the Maestro.
Sorry, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. And welcome back to Talkin Durty with your boy. It is not easy having a turnover situation with coaches as you come to a team. I know this. I've been a player in that only a few times. I've been a coach in the middle of that a few times. And it's never good. It's never easy. But like life, nothing straight up, nothing is fair. You got to do what you got to do. Here's your reality, though. The new coach that comes in, give them some extra attention. Give them some extra gimme. Give them some extra everything. Why am I saying extra? When you don't even know what you got to give yet. Give all that you have for the new situation. Give yourself all of the space you need to support the coach. It might be a new scheme. It might be a new lineup plan. It might be a new strategy plan. It might have some, if it's an assistant coach, like in a couple of situations, you might be lucky enough where they might actually have had a hand in developing the scheme that you're in. It might not be that big of a change. If you got somebody else coming in complete from the outside, or even if you have an assistant that doesn't see things quite way that the former head coach did, they want to implement their own thing. Fine, doesn't matter. Be the effective tool you can be to support your franchise, support your program, support your people around you, so you can make it grow and you can make it go further. And that means engage more than you might have before. Get into the playbook a little bit more. Help the coach by becoming a coach on the field, on the court. Help a coach by becoming a coach in the locker room. Help the coach by becoming a coach in the meetings. Looking at film study. Hey, player X, notice how he always goes to the left as soon as he hits the half court line or as soon as he hits the timeline. Okay, we're going to take advantage of that. We'll let him do a couple of times to make sure he's still on brand or on pattern. And this time we're going to trap him, or I'm going to cut him off and take a charge. See what I did there? Or whatever else you're going to do. Take the initiative. Bring the idea to the coach. Coach, I know that so-and-so likes to shoot from this corner. I'm going to make sure he never gets to that spot. That's how you become a coach. That's how you become a leader. That's how you go next level. That's how you earn trust. And oh, by the way, that's how you earn the respect of everyone else around you, including your opposition, when you know their game maybe better than they do. When you do that, you give yourself an opportunity to grow. You take on more responsibility and makes you a stronger player moving toward for the future, no matter how the situation might have played out. And, oh, by the way, you've done the very first thing I told you back in the first half of this first segment, and that is you've let it go. Key, let it go, because you can't hold on to that, be you, and move forward. Now, that goes with a lot of stuff in life, by the way. But right now, we're talking about ball. We're talking about prep. Maybe with a little life in there. Take what I'm saying. Do what you got to do. What else you think that you need to do? If you have questions about what you think you should do, holler at your boy. Come on. We're all here for you. A lot of times we in the media, we don't like to cross those lines to give advice and stuff like that. We just try to help. But sometimes there are extenuating circumstances. And look, you reach out for a little help with an idea. Look, what do I need to do? What I need to do? As long as your coach is okay with it, trust me, we have some stuff for you. And because I've said this a lot, and I'm hoping in my heart of hearts that you guys believe me when I say this. when we come after you guys the way we did, when we talk about you guys the way that we do, when we talk about you and your rankings, or we talk about you and your placement, and if you're starting or if you're not starting, whatever. As we get into those things and we don't see you performing, and we kind of say, hey, this performance was disappointing. We're not saying you're a bad player. We're saying the performance was disappointing. Or we said, we expected more. Notice I said expected more. That means we expected something from you because of what we see in you. It might not necessarily be what you have done, but it's what we see in your capabilities and your abilities. And your coaches, like your fans, and like those of us in the media who want to see you succeed, we oftentimes see more in you than you know that you have. There's nothing wrong with that. That's why we always like saying, prove us right, prove us wrong. Because every time we use that, what are we talking about? You doing something better than what you're doing right now, or capable of doing something better than what you're doing right now. And that's what we love to see, because that's a win for everybody, but that's what's up. So, hang what you hang, do what you do, tell me what you think about it, tell me how you want to think about it, tell me how you want to talk about it, tell me how you want to think about it, and or talk about it. You know the deal. And I think Bob got a new burner phone, because I keep getting calls from some dude named Francis talking about, I got the plastique. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that's about. Y'all gotta work it out with my dude. So if y'all see Big Bob, tell him holler at his boy. I need to know what's going down. All right, fam. You know the deal. Be safe. Do what you got to do. Now, you might let John Wick organize your kid's birthday party, but we never let Jason Bourne borrow our car.
Like, I need to talk to somebody.
Thank you for listening to Maestro.
Thank you again for checking out Maestro. Drop a tag below and give us a piece of your mind. See you next time.
Well, thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.